Jennifer, thank you. You know, earlier this week, we learned that former President Jimmy Carter would start cancer treatments after a mass was removed from his liver. So Dr. Parvez Mantri is the medical director of the Liver Institute at Methodist Dallas, and he's here to discuss what may be next. And I want to make it clear that he hasn't said exactly what type of cancer he has, but it sounds like something was detected when they were doing a removal of a piece of liver, right?
Right. And first of all, thank you for having me here to share my views. Yes, we don't know exactly what kind of liver cancer that he has, but essentially there are two types. Primary liver cancer usually occurs in patients who have chronic liver disease and cirrhosis, which I do not think President Carter has. So he likely has a secondary liver cancer which has spread to his liver from another organ. Now, the liver, being the largest filter and the largest digestive organ in the body, receives blood for detoxification from the gastrointestinal tract, and oftentimes cancers in the colon, esophagus, stomach and pancreas can spread to the liver.
So you're saying it's likely a cancer that spread from something else?
It most likely seems that way, but we do not have a confirmation of this yet.
I know, and I hate to do these stories where we are kind of speculating, but that's just the situation we're left in, and so many people do care about him and care about his health and how things are going. Now, my question for you also is, how would he may have known? What would possibly tip somebody off? Because I want our viewers to hear this too, in case they, find themselves in the same situation.
Right, and sure, I get this question a lot, and unfortunately, most patients with liver cancer are often without any symptoms, and
really,
that's right, and that's why it is often diagnosed at a later stage. The liver being a large organ, these cancers do not often affect the functioning of the liver. Symptoms that patients or people present with are usually those from the primary organ. If they have either a blockage or other constitutional symptoms. When people develop weight loss or jaundice and other symptoms, it's usually at a very advanced stage of their illness. So
nonetheless, maybe weight loss, jaundice, things that would typically be related to the liver might be a sign.
Right.
And now, people have been talking about his age a lot. He is 90 years old, although a very active 90. We just saw him in town within the last year at Habitat for Humanity. I mean, and he was active. I got to tell you, it started raining. I mean, pouring. All the other volunteers went back inside. He was standing out there continuing to work and really doing the physical labor. What are his treatment options in his 90s, or do they change at all because of age?
Sure, and that's a great question. The treatment of cancer, any kind of cancer, usually depends on a few different things. Primarily, it is the stage of the cancer, whether it is confined to the particular organ or if it has spread somewhere. It depends on the cell type, which really, since now we have very targeted treatments, especially in terms of chemotherapy. And then it depends on the performance status, which is where the age comes in. But of course, President Carter being very physically active, his body may be able to tolerate some of these therapies, but it certainly takes a toll when we're older, and somebody who would be 20, 30 years younger would be able to tolerate these treatments much better.
Real quickly, are there any tests that people should be doing to screen for these types of cancers?
There are surveillance tests for people at a high risk. They're typically for things like colon cancer or prostate cancer and so on and so forth. But we do not have adequate surveillance strategies for liver cancer yet. And even though he has a family history of pancreatic cancer, that usually would have been detected at a much younger age.
Gotcha. Okay, well, we certainly wish him well, and thank you for providing the insight.
Thank you very much, and we certainly wish him all the very best.
Absolutely, same here. So he is Dr. Parvez Mantri from Methodist Dallas. More information on our website, fox4news.com. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.